first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
And hello, welcome back to Fox 12 Now, live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. I wanted to pull that up because that is a live look right now at Mount Hood Ski Bowl. You can see the ski lift there in the background. I don't see a lot of, I'm sure there's a lot of people up there. Just didn't see anybody right in that shot, but still looks pretty amazing if you are able to get up there. But regardless, thanks for watching us right now. Whether you are watching live or after the fact, we do appreciate it. We cover a wide range of topics here on this show, which if you've ever seen it, you know that. Today, though, we are talking about a show that does air on Fox called Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. So this is a series, in case you don't know, that takes a bunch of celebrities from a lot of random fields, puts them all together, and then they have to go through Special Forces training. You see how long they can last. It's pretty grueling. We actually had some interviews earlier this month with Denise Richards and a couple of other people just talking about this show and what they went through. This week, I did speak to two more of the competitors, Golden Tate, former Seattle Seahawk. If you're a Seahawks fan, you know who Golden Tate is. And then on top of that, we also have Alana Blanchard, who is a professional surfer. So the two of them having an athletic background could lead to having a little bit more of an advantage. I talked to them about that and also referenced something that Denise Richards said about Golden Tate in this interview. So here we go. Good having you both on here with us. Really appreciate it. You know, I actually did some interviews for Special Forces earlier this month that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. But for you two, both being pro athletes, you know, I want to know, and maybe Alana, we'll start with you. Did your background help you out in this at all? Prepare you in any way, shape, or form for Special Forces, or is it just so different and wasn't even relevant at all?
Yeah, I mean, being a professional surfer and being, you know, in the water all the time, it definitely helped me, I would say, a little bit. There was a lot of water stuff this season, and, you know, we had to like tread water for like an hour or, you know, do all this kind of stuff. So I definitely think that helped me. But I'm from Hawaii. I'm not used to the cold. That was like one thing that was like a little bit hard for me because the water's freezing over there. But yeah, I would say it helped me in the sense that I was comfortable in the water.
I could definitely see how that would take place there. Well, Golden, you know, for you, I mean, how does this compare to, you know, NFL training camp or combines or something like that? I mean, there's definitely probably not a whole lot of jumping into cold water in that preparation. Maybe there is, but how did it prepare you for this?
I would say it prepared me more so mentally. Now, physically, I only got into cold water unless I had to when I was training and during the football season. So mentally, I just had to go into it understanding I have to release all control, and I've lost all routine, which was good for me. And I think as we just talk to people in life, we all love control. We all love knowing what's next in life, and that's where a lot of us struggle, including myself. So like going to this thing, hey, you are just going invulnerable, releasing all control over yourself, and just gonna have to figure it out was hard to do.
Right, snapping out of that regular routine and just being comfortable with not really knowing what's going to happen next. I would imagine that's a huge mental hurdle right there, you know, just to get over that part. Alana, another question for you too. You know, working and being involved with so many different cast of characters and different people, you know, from different walks of life. Did you have any idea who you were going to be working with or who you were going to be on the show with before you came in, or was it all just a surprise when you got there?
No, it was pretty much a surprise when we got there. They kept us all pretty separate. I think they just wanted us to, you know, not know who was, you know, on the show and stuff, and for it to be a surprise. I did have like a little inkling that like Brody was on the show because he lives on the same island as me, here in Hawaii, and he was in Europe at the same time as me. So I was like, something's up.
Putting two and two together, yeah.
Yeah.
Golden, question for you. Now, this goes back to this other interview that I did previously. So I talked to Denise Richards about a month ago, just about her experience on Special Forces. And she said the advice and the conversations she had with you and Cam Newton were a part of one of her favorite parts of being on the show. And she said she hoped they would put those conversations into the series. I have to ask you, what did you tell Denise Richards? What was the inspiration or whatever you were talking to her about that she was so excited about?
Honestly, I would need her to remind me what the discussion was, because at this point it was so intense that I can't remember many conversations. I just can remember how gruesome it was, how intense it was, and how, just the chaos and the adrenaline pump. So I would love to revisit that with her and kind of like once she reminds me, like, oh yeah, I remember that. I could probably tell you when it happened, what I said. But at this moment, I'm trying to, can you help me remind me what happened?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know because she didn't even have a chance to tell me. So that's why, like, I want to get to the bottom of it too. So now everybody does. All right, final question though for both of you: would you do it again?
You go first, Golden.
Man, that's a loaded question, to be honest. I can make a case for both, to be honest. But overall, I would say I would do it again, but under one condition that I can't share at this moment, but I can share it like later. But
Right.
yeah, I would do it again, but there would be one stipulation.
Okay. All right. One stipulation. And Alana, what about you?
I think about it all the time, actually. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to do that again. But then I think about it and I'm like, if we did it again, they would make it 10 times harder. So I don't
Right.
know.
Now they know your weaknesses. So that's, yeah, that would be,
Yes.
that'd be
Yes.
part of the problem.
And I
Well,
don't know
both of you,
what
thanks
10
so much.
times harder would be.
Well, thank
Thank
you, both of you, for
you.
having some time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. And it's been an awesome show and watching both of you on there. So excited to see where it goes. And I want to figure out whatever that stipulation is. So I'll be trying to figure that one out. Thank you.
We'll circle
Thank
back.
you.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. So thank you to Golden and Alana for joining the show for that. And again, this is Fox 12 Now. We cover a wide range of topics, which you probably know if you've watched this show before. But one of the things we do get to do is have a little bit of a longer form conversation, a little bit of a longer segments. Like earlier today, we had Eric Gornson from Around the House Northwest on to talk about cool new home tech from CES. But we've got lots of other things you can see too. So check those out on the Fox 12 Oregon apps or at kptv.com under the Fox 12 Now tab. But that's it for right now. I will talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.